I'm going to give it a B-. I wasn't overly impressed by it, but it's not because of the participants. I thought a few of them put forth some good dunks. Paul George did a good one. John Wall clearly stole the show. Ben McLemore jumping over Shaq, singing it, sitting in the chair. And you know, with him and Shaq coming out, I thought it was a little bit funny anyway. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is that I thought overall the participants themselves put forth a good effort, put forth a good show. Some of the dunks were good. I liked it. But John Wall just put himself on the map. We all knew he's lightning quick and his athleticism is there. But that was an absolutely sensational dunk. And you know what? He represented the nation's capital, Chocolate City, as I affectionately call them, in very appropriate fashion. I was very, very proud of him, no doubt about it. But why I'm giving it a B- is because, Skip, the format ruined everything. It was the format that ruined everything. They took what we were lamenting and complaining about in the past as it pertained to the absence of marquee participants, too many missed dunks and things of that nature, and they completely changed it around in a fashion that I thought pretty much ruined the event. Because when you're talking about a slam dunk champion, ultimately you want mano a mano. You want man against man going up. If Paul George and John Wall were the two best dunkers, then what you want is for them to go up against one another to close the deal. You don't want some East against the West or the slam dunk champion being crowned to the Eastern Conference or to the East as opposed to the West with three individuals hoisting the trophy. What you want is it's a dunk contest. Who's the man? Who's the individual that stole the show? And if that was John Wall, then give it to him, not to him, Paul George, and Terrence Ross. So I thought in that regard, they really, really dropped the ball. But the participants were good. The dunks were good. So I give them credit for that. But overall, I wasn't overly impressed with the event itself.
Because of what you just said about the format change, I am giving Saturday night's dunk contest a flat-out F, as in failure, as in what the heck was somebody thinking in the NBA office or with TNT? I have no idea who came up with this, but it was so wrong-headedly wrong. Stephen A. Smith. This contest had the makings of the best dunk contest I can remember since the superstars stopped competing year after year after year. I love these kids dunking. I saw 4 really sensational dunks. I just saw flashes. I just saw those 4. But, hey, I thought that Paul George pulled off a great one. Ben McLemore pulled off the showmanship dunk over Shaq. Terrence Ross pulled off another sensational one as he was trying to defend his title. And then, obviously, John Wall stole the show of one round of dunks that stopped the show. And I'm thinking, wait a second. It's over after head-to-head, east to west, for just one round, 1 against 1? Even the TNT commentators had no idea what was going on. Are they going to dunk? No, they're not going to dunk again. The TV audience is going to vote for the champion. And sure, John Wall deserved it at that point. But what was wrong with the format? Nothing. I don't know. Clearly, they needed to tighten it up with time limits and dunk attempt limits. And they did. But you need, as you said, Stephen A., this is a who's the man contest. This should be 3 rounds of escalating dunks where you have to continue to improve your creativity and your athleticism and your gymnastic ability. You need to escalate the dunks into a final dunk-off, 1 against 1. Who are the 2 best dunkers? I don't know who would have won in a dunk-off. Could John Wall have come up with 2 more big dunks to match that one? The under and the dunk off over the mascot? I don't know if he could have. That was a showstopper that most dunkers would have saved for round 3, for the dunk-off round. I don't know. It's individual, not team. And then that freestyle thing, I couldn't believe they went to the judges and said, who won the freestyle? I don't know. I wouldn't watch it. I thought they were warming up. And Magic says, I think the East one, right? The East one?
Yes.
Weren't they warming up?
They were warming
up. And they're going to be judged off the warm-up dunks? Really? Who did this, Stephen A? You're plugged in. Who came up with this format?
Who's responsible,
They need to be called
Stephen
on the
A?
carpet today.
You want me to tell you what's funny about it, Skip? I literally asked 7 or 8 people that very question, and no one would give me a definitive answer as to whose idea it was. That shows you how people are feeling about it. I don't understand it. I really don't.
Seriously, even in the skills competition, the point guard competition, the obstacle course, I mean, again, it's an individual competition. I don't need to see a relay race.
You don't?
I don't need East versus West or East, West. You know, what are you doing? Yeah. And Stephen A., I'll just throw this out. You can say this is completely far-fetched, and it probably is. Was there someone in the NBA front office who was thinking maybe we could coax LeBron next year into dunking if he would feel more comfortable within a team concept, East versus West?
No.
Maybe.
No.
I don't know. Like I'm with my guys, my East guys. I don't know.
All you want to know is who did this.
Yes.
You know what it is?
Yep.
You know what it is? And listen. The bottom line is overall, it wasn't the best event. It wasn't the NBA's greatest weekend. But overall, you know, it was a decent job. They made attempts. Sometimes things work. Sometimes things don't. You know, they're great at rectifying matters and making sure that history doesn't repeat itself. And I have no reason to believe that they won't make sure they modify things just a little bit.